The need in our Jericho Road moment today is biblical clarity, biblical conviction, and biblical compassion. Let me say that again. Biblical clarity and biblical convictions that flow from biblical clarity and biblical compassion. Because if we lack compassion, we don't really have biblical convictions. We need biblical clarity, biblical conviction, biblical compassion for our neighbors, for the watching and wondering world around us. So let me ask, are we willing to recognize that we too often reduce to sort of political red state, blue state, purple state issues that really come with a personal cost? Do we realize that Satan hates God more than any person in the universe? But he can't do a thing about God. And so he targets the next best thing, the image of God in man. Satan seeks to dehumanize, right? To strip away our dignity, to strip away human flourishing. He seeks to dehumanize, and he seeks also mathematically to dehuman our world. Jesus, beloved, is the true and greater Samaritan who brings you into the inner sanctum. He brings you into the inn, and he seats you at his table, and he says, I will take care of you, and whatever debt you have incurred, rejoice, relax, breathe. I've paid them all off. You are forgiven, and you are being healed. You see, what rejoices the heart of Jesus is seen in Hebrews chapter 2, or Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 to 2, rather. Look there if you will. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. And if you know anything about the cross, the barbarism, the savagery, the inhumanity, the shame of the cross, what possibly could have been joy set before him? It's there in the text, though, is it not? There was joy set before Jesus, and he went to the cross. What was that joy? Or better, who was that joy? Because if this page could become a mirror, you would see the joy that was set before him. You were the joy set before Jesus when he saw you, and he sees you now, and he looks at you with compassion. So what is there for us to do? Show each other where mercy is found.